This is the Let's Go Blues Minute brought to you by Puckdoku, the original hockey doku. Now here's your host, Jeff Ponder.
The Blues cannot be stopped. They defeated the Nashville Predators by a score of 3-2 last night, with Joel Hofer making 16 saves on 18 shots. The Blues extended their winning streak to 8 games at Bridgestone Arena on Thursday. Their 8-game winning streak is its longest since a 9-game run from April 2nd to the 17th, 2022. They are now 15-2-2 in their past 19 games. Dylan Holloway scored twice, and Robert Thomas had 2 assists. The Blues moved 5 points ahead of the Vancouver Canucks for the second wild card into the Stanley Cup playoffs. Vancouver has 2 games in hand. The Nashville Predators were eliminated from playoff contention with this loss. Sorry, Nashville, but that feels pretty good to be the team that knocked you out. It was Nashville's 3rd loss to St. Louis in the past 10 days. The Blues won 4-1 on March 18th and again 4-1 last Sunday. The Blues rallied from down 2-0 after Holloway scored in the second period. Cam Fowler tied the game 2-2 at 11:57 of the third period when he roofed a shot blocker side from the left circle off a pass from Jake Neighbors. Holloway then scored 22 seconds later to give the Blues a 3-2 lead. He poked the puck away from Predators forward Michael Bunting in the high slot before beating Saros' glove side. But the game was not without its drama at the final buzzer. Jonathan Marchessault of the Predators appeared to tie the game on a buzzer-beating goal, but a video review determined that the puck crossed the line after time had expired. Quick note on this game as well, Blues forward Pavel Buchnevich missed his 4th consecutive game because of an illness. And as I've said before many times on this show, and I think it's more true now than ever, with the Blues having a 5-point lead over the Canucks, yes, they've got 2 games in hand. It really is the Blues making their own destiny from this point forward. If they can continue to win, there's no doubt in my mind that they will take a playoff spot. One more quick important note about the playoffs. The Minnesota Wild kept pace on the Blues. They won last night 4-2 over the Washington Capitals. So they continue to hold a 2-point lead on the first wild card spot. But again, if the Blues continue to win games, there's no doubt in my mind they'll be a playoff team and very well could be the first wild card spot. Next up for the Blues, they travel to Colorado for a 3:30 puck drop on Saturday, but that's not before the PWHL Takeover Tour hits St. Louis at 1 o'clock. If you are yet to get tickets for Saturday's game, get them now. Let's break the record for attendance for a professional women's hockey game. Let's do it right here in St. Louis, folks. And unfortunately, we're going to get to a prospect update here. Jimmy Snuggerud will not be participating in the Frozen Four in St. Louis in April. The 5th-ranked University of Minnesota men's hockey team saw its season come to an end in a 5-4 overtime setback to number 13 Massachusetts during the opening round of the 2025 NCAA Fargo Regional Semifinals. The number 2 seed Golden Gophers saw a 3-1 edge disappear in a matter of 95 seconds in the third period as the number 3 seed Minutemen battled back before taking a brief 4-3 lead. Jimmy Snuggerud scored his 2nd goal of the contest and pulled Minnesota even with less than 4 minutes in regulation to force overtime, but UMass netted the game winner 4:49 into the extra session to advance. Snuggerud put away his 23rd and 24th goals this season in this game. It was the junior's 50th and 51st points of the year, breaking his career-best single-season total of 50, set as a freshman in 2022-23, and his 66th career goal. Now all eyes are on GM Doug Armstrong and Snuggerud, as the forward has officially finished his junior season. Armstrong was quoted earlier this season saying that Snuggerud should pack a big bag for the Frozen Four because he'll be staying with the Blues after it ends. Now that Snuggerud will not be participating in the Frozen Four, the Blues have to figure out a way to sign him. Due to an NHL loophole, if Snuggerud opts to go back to college for his senior year, he will become an unrestricted free agent at the end of the 2025-26 season, so it will obviously be a focus for Armstrong to get a deal done sooner rather than later.
Wait, Jeff, one more thing.
All right, let's get into Puckdoku. Yesterday's winner was Bill. He beat me by a score of 7 to my 22. The best play, though, came from me in the New York Islanders and 100-plus points in a career. I played Scott LaChance at 0.2%. Fun fact about Scott LaChance, he has 3 sons and is married to Jacqueline Parker, whose father, Jack, was a legendary hockey coach for Boston University Terriers. Scott is the real-life version of Youngblood, as he played for Parker in 1990-1991 before he made the NHL.
This was the Let's Go Blues Minute powered by Puckdoku. Remember to tune into Let's Go Blues Radio, the original St. Louis Blues hockey podcast and webcast. Available wherever you get your podcasts or on YouTube and Facebook. Until next time, hosers.